Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am so sorry for not having a video up for a couple of days. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, so thank you for sticking around. I have my empties for June 2017. Everything is in this bin as usual. I'm pretty full. I'm pretty pleased with the amount of products that I used up. Between everything, I used up 49 items for the month of June. I have separated out all of my sheet masks, and I've also decided to throw in all of my foil samples into this bag as well. So sheet masks and foil empties will be coming up probably right after this video, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned for that video. But in the meantime, I have all of these things to chat with you about. I am going to go quickly off camera, sort these things by category, and then we will jump right in. So stay tuned. Alright, so now that I have everything separated by category, I am going to do makeup first because I feel like that's the most fun. I do have two sponges here to chat with you about. The first one here is the Beautyblender Nude blender. I love Beautyblender. I feel like this did not last quite as long as other beauty blenders though. If you can see, it started getting chunks taken out of it, and it's just gotten a lot more porous. And the bottom of this, no matter how much I clean it, the foundation does not come out of it. I mean, I used this one last time. I didn't clean it after I put it in my empties, but there is a lot of foundation that still stays in the sponge, and I've tried to wash it numerous times to try and get all of that excess foundation out, and it just won't. So I've been using this since January. That's less than 6 months that I got to use this. I've had beauty blenders last me a year with regular washing, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. However, you know, they do recommend you change them out every 3 months, so I did go beyond that, which is good. I think that I got my money's worth is what I'm trying to say. So there's that. And then the other sponge that I put in my empties, I literally only used twice, and I cannot stand it, and it has to go. This is a MintPear blending sponge. I got this in an Ipsy bag, I think last December if I'm not mistaken, and this thing is garbage. It is so tough feeling, and when you wet it, it feels like the water doesn't even penetrate through the sponge. It doesn't feel any different when it's wet. It doesn't change in size, it doesn't change in texture, and it's impossible to blend foundation. It's impossible to blend concealer. I don't understand why they want to charge beauty blender prices for this when this is dollar store quality. So I have other sponges. I'm using a Beauty Junkies one right now, which I love. I do recommend those. I think they come in a pack of 4 for $14–15. Amazing sponges for the price. If you don't have Beauty Blender Cash, that's my favorite one that I found other than the Beauty Blender, but this one sucks. I do love the Beauty Blender though, so those two are finished. Then you saw this in my Fire and Ice Project Pan update. If you saw that video, I finished off the Sephora Collection Oil Infusion Color and Care lip gloss thing in Bubbly Grenadine. I did take the stopper out, and I scraped out as much as I could. There's just the tiniest little blob at the very bottom that the doe foot can't get to, and then there's just a little bit around the rim where the doe foot again can't get to, but I got as much out of this as I possibly could. I have thoughts on this. I talked about this in my Fire and Ice Project Pan update, so check that out if you'd like to hear more about it. But long story short, it was fine, but I'm glad that it's done. Then I did also finish off another lip gloss, and I'm really happy about this because I had this in a project a while ago and I didn't end up finishing it in the project. But this is the Marc Jacobs, I think it's called the Lust for Lacquer lip vinyl something or other. They don't even make this anymore. This is in the shade Kissability, and it was just a very small gloss. I did take the stopper out again, and I got every little bit out of this. This is such a nice, just neutral, everyday kind of lip gloss. It had a little bit of pigment, but not too much, and it tingles when you put it on, but it's not intense. It just feels really nice and cooling, so I really did enjoy this. I'm interested in trying the other Marc Jacobs lip glosses, but I have enough lip glosses, so I guess I'll hold off on that for now. Then I finished this off. This is the Benefit High Beam. I had this, I think, in a project as well, and I didn't get to finish it in the project, but I did finish it off. The packaging on this is terrible. It's like a brush, and it doesn't reach anything. So towards the end, I just took my spatula and I scraped the rest out into a little pot, and then what I couldn't get out with the spatula, I went in with a Q-tip and I scraped around. So I got out as much as I could. This was a nice highlighter. This is a kind of formula where it dries fast, so it doesn't work well mixed into foundations, but I did like using this after primer but before foundation to add a little bit of something before I went over it. Does that make sense? Because I feel like I didn't like the way that it looked on me over foundation, but I liked it under because it would still sort of peek through and it was decent. I would not purchase that even if Benefit was cruelty free though. I did finish off a lip liner. This is the MeNow Generation 2 lip liner. I think this was the shade 46, but you can see like it broke off. It doesn't sharpen anymore. This was decent. It was brighter than I'm used to, but these are fine. I have a couple more to use up. And I do have an eyeliner that I finished off. This is the NYX Slide On in, I think it's Jet Black, and it broke off from the bottom and there's nothing left down in there. So I'm happy that I moved this out. This was over 3 years old and it definitely needed to get used up. I am working on another drugstore eyeliner that's brown now, and how do we feel about this? I am really into the brown eyeliner right now. Let me know your thoughts. But I'm happy to move out another eyeliner. Then I have this guy, which I talked about in my subscription box blitz. This is the Laura Mercier Rose Gold Caviar Stick Eye Color, and that's it rolled all the way up. For my last application, I ran it on my finger, or I ran my finger over it. So there's a swatch of it. I can't apply it to my eyes anymore, and it's not enough to put on my finger and then dab on, so it's done. I'm really happy with that. I did enjoy it. I have no idea if Laura Mercier is cruelty free, but I liked it. I have other pencil type eye bases to work through, but I would look into them if they were cruelty free. And then my last makeup empty is from Burberry. It's the Cat Lashes mascara in Jet Black 01. Not a fan of this. This is like a really intense brush, and I don't like it for the lower lashes for that reason. I would always stab myself. And then for the top lashes, this transferred like crazy onto my brow bone. I have a recurring issue with things transferring to my brow bone, but this was really bad, and so I would even try topping it with a like water resistant mascara and it would still transfer to my brow bone. So I don't think it's like fully done, but like I've had this open for at least 8 weeks and I'm done with it. Like I'm not gonna force myself to use this when I have other mascaras that are waiting to be used. So that's done. So that was all of my makeup. I have just one nail empty here. This is the Julep Freedom Polymer Top Coat. This was fine. I liked that it dried really fast and had a really nice like glossy look to it. However, it does make your nail polish shrink, and I hate that so much. It drives me crazy, so I would not purchase this for that reason alone. Alright, so I just have 2 mini fragrances that I used up this month. These were both in my subscription box blitz. Basically, they were not my favorites. Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence sort of bothered me after a while. I liked it at first, but then it started irritating my eyes, and I was just more sensitive to it, so I just forced myself to use it up as like a room spray for the last like third of it. Would not seek this out. I did not like the original Decadence either. And then this is the Juliette Has Not a Perfume, and it was just, I don't know, not exciting. It smelled fresh, and that was pretty much it. It didn't last well on my skin, so I would not seek this one out. I do have one hair care empty this month, just a mini Klorane dry shampoo. I love this stuff. I don't think that I would spend the 20 or whatever dollars that the full size is, but I will happily use any samples that I can get my hands on. This is just one of my favorite dry shampoos, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't before. They do also have a tinted version that doesn't leave as much of a white cast. Then I have 3 body care empties. This one is not technically empty, but it is like so, I don't know, I guess it's been in the shower so long that it doesn't pump out product anymore. It's like there's a ton of product in here, but it does not dispense now, I guess because it's like rusty. I don't know. I don't want to really mess with this because it's a pressurized can and I'm afraid that it's going to explode, so it's just not worth it trying to get more product out of this if it's not willing to come out. So that's technically an empty. Then I have a mini body wash from Bath & Body Works. It's Hello Beautiful. I don't know what the fragrance notes are because the minis don't talk about it, but it's just a really nice, like, florally sweet kind of a scent. I really enjoy it. I would recommend checking that out if you like florally sweet scents. Then I have this from Jergens, the Ultra Healing Extra Dry Skin Moisturizer. I only used this on my feet. It was kind of sticky, but since I used it on my feet and I would put socks on afterwards, it didn't really matter. I would probably use it again if I got it, but Jergens is not cruelty free, so I'm not going to actively purchase it. Then my last body empty is a razor head. This is from Chic. It's the Hydro Silk, and I like them. They're not like my favorite anymore. They used to be, but they're just alright. I have a ton of them to work through, so you will probably see a lot of them in my empties coming up. I do have a couple of miscellaneous empties, and then I will get into skincare. The first one, or the first two here, they are both home fragrance type things. This is the Glade Spray Winter Collection Spread Cheer Amber and Bergamot. This was very masculine smelling. It was very warm. I don't know if I would call this a Christmas scent, but it was more of like a cold weather scent, I guess. It didn't make me think of Christmas though. That's why I was using it this far into the year, but it was fine. And then this is the Renews It After the Rain, like, fragrance cone. I don't know what they call these, but I just had this on the toilet to keep the bathroom smelling fresh, and it was fine. It doesn't last for very long, but I think I like this better than the fragrance beads. And then my last miscellaneous empty is this giant bottle of Castile soap. This is from Trinova. It's just the powerful multi-purpose formula Castile soap. No, do not buy this. I would definitely recommend sticking with Dr. Bronner's. This is so thin and it doesn't lather like it should. It's just so inferior compared to Dr. Bronner's. I find that the Dr. Bronner's is so concentrated and effective, and it just removes all makeup from brushes and sponges so much better. This does not. You have to use so much of it. I feel like I ran through this compared to this is a 32-ounce bottle. I don't know how long it lasted me, less than a year, but the Dr. Bronner's, I had the 16-ounce one and it lasted me over a year, and so it's definitely worth its price. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I got this on Amazon. I would pass on it. So then all we have left is skincare, and it's quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with the amount of stuff that I was able to work through. I do have 2 cleansers. So these are both minis. This is the Murad Essential C Cleanser Environmental Shield, and then this is the Boscia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. They were both fine enough to use up. They didn't wow me. Neither of them wowed me. The Murad I mostly used in the morning, and then the Boscia I mostly used in the evening. And I don't know, they were just fine. They weren't anything to write home about though. I do have one facial scrub. This is the Acure Pore Minimizing Facial Scrub. No. It looks like diarrhea. It smells, it doesn't smell like diarrhea, but it smells bad. I would have to like hold my breath when I was using it, and I just could not get used to the scent of it. And it just was ineffective as a scrub. I don't think that it did anything special. So huge pass for me. I've been very disappointed with Acure. I do have another Acure product in here. This is the Cell Stimulating Facial Mask, and it was green, it would dry down, and you just like wash it off. And anything that I would put on my skin after this, part of my skincare routine, I would put on like toner, serum, moisturizer, everything that I would put on after I remove this would make my face burn. And I've tried different products, I've tried different moisturizers and different serums to work in conjunction with this, and everything made my face burn after I took this off. So I don't know what this thing's problem is, but I cannot recommend this, and I'm so sad because Acure is like vegan and cruelty free and blah blah blah. But the only thing that I've liked from their line is their day cream. I love it. It doesn't have an SPF, but I love the day cream. So I've just been really disappointed with the other Acure products that I've tried. Let me know your thoughts about those. I do have another mask here. This is the Prevai Aqua Gel Mask. It was just like a translucent, like light blue aqua kind of a color. You would leave it on the skin. You would wash it off after like 15 minutes. Again, this made my face so sensitive, and I don't understand why. I don't know what the heck is in here. So this is not something that I would seek out either, sadly. I do have 2 eye creams that I finished up this month, and I cut both of them open. It's the Origins Plantscription and then the Origins Ginseng. I enjoyed the ginseng a lot. The Plantscription wasn't anything special, but I really wish the Origins was cruelty free, considering how like devoted to the planet and blah 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 that they are. Like, you would think that they would be cruelty free. What's up with that? Like, I like your products, but I can't support you. So yeah, I do like the ginseng. Can't purchase it, but I enjoyed it while I had it. Then I do have one serum. This is the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster. I liked this. It smelled faintly of like oranges or like creamsicle, and it was good. I have another one that I'm working on in a project. I do have this Pharmacy Skin Dew Hydrating Essence Mist and Setting Spray. I do not like the spray on this, but I do like the product. It's very like pepperminty and refreshing. I do notice some extra hydration to my skin when I do use this. And then I have 4 moisturizers. One is full size and then 3 are minis. This is the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer in Nude Glow. I cut it open. I did not like the scent of this. It was very juvenile, and it was a little too shimmery for me, at least in this time of year. I might, well, Glam Glow is not cruelty free, but I might revisit like illuminating moisturizers in the winter time, but it was fine enough to use up. Then we have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer, and again, I cut it open. I don't care for this as much as I do the regular Ultra Repair Cream for my face, so I wouldn't seek that one out. Let me know what's going on with First Aid Beauty. I know they were in like a gray area due to their stance. I have no idea, so then I have this Luxme Creme du Nil. I talked about this last month in an Empties because I used one up last month as well. It's fine, however it smells like boiled spinach, so I'm not really into it for that, but it's okay enough to use. I have 2 more that I will be working on at some point in the future. And then my final empty for this video is a full-size moisturizer. This is the Leaders in Solution Aquaphor Lentil Bean Seed Cream. I love Leaders so much. I love their sheet masks. They have great biocellulose masks. They have great sheet masks. However, this was just like pure silicone. It was just straight up silicone-y, and I found that the warmer the weather got, the more that this would ball up on my face, and I was just really not into it. No. I believe this product has been discontinued, and I can see why. It was not great, but I powered through it, and I'm happy that it isn't empty. This is something that I won in a giveaway, and I'm incredibly thankful to leaders for picking me as a giveaway winner. I'm glad that I was able to try it, but like, I can't recommend this. I have a friend on Instagram that likes the lotion of this better. I don't know if they still make that one, but I would be interested in trying it. But yeah. So that was all of my empties for June 2017. I will be doing my sheet mask and my foil empties in a separate video coming up soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. And hopefully I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye guys.